All right, everybody, what we're going to be doing today is creating 3D models from views. In specific, we're going to take this worksheet, which is in the instructor folder, architectural design, assignments, project, drafting, exercises, 3D modeling folder. It's called Create 3D Models from Views. We're going to take this worksheet. There are 6 blocks. You're going to make each one of these 6 blocks into, sorry about that, into a 3D block in SketchUp. So make sure you have SketchUp 8 open. And then you're going to draw this in SketchUp. They show you 2 views. They show you the front view and on top, the top view. They do not show you the side view because you do not need it. So what I always suggest is start with the front view. It usually has the most information. So in SketchUp, first you want to do is open up a new SketchUp and nuke the lady. And you're going to go to your front view. So remember, you can open up your Views toolbar by going to View Toolbar, Views, and you have these little houses. I'm going to click on the front view. I'm going to make sure my perspective is off, and then I'm going to start drawing based on this block. And it looks like it's 6 across, and then up 4, and then over 4, and so forth. So let me draw that real quick. Use my pencil tool, start at the origin, go over 6, and if you just type 6, it's going to assume it's 6 inches. That's really small, but that's okay. I'm going to zoom in, so now it's large again. I'm going to go up 4, go across 4, go up 2. Make sure you're going along the blue and the red, otherwise it won't be straight. That's part of it. So I also when I go back to my drawing, I see a little L shape here. So let me draw that in. Go back to SketchUp and go down 2, and then go over 2. So now I have that. Going back to my drawing, I notice I have the exact front view just like I like it, but it's not flat. It's a 3D block. So how do we make a 3D block? How do we make this flat surface into a 3D shape? We use which tool? Push-pull. Thank you, studio audience. You're going to use the push-pull tool. And you're going to click on push-pull, and you're going to push this. How much is the question. So let's look. We can't tell from the front view, so we have to look at the top view. Can any of our studio audience members tell me how much I need to push-pull to make this a 3D block based on my top view? Very good. We have to go 4 deep. That's our depth. So I'm going to go back to my model and push-pull it 4. And I'll grab that one and push-pull that one also 4. So now we have it 4. At this point, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to make some scenes. So I'm going to open up my scenes, and I'm going to make 3 scenes. The first scene is going to be a front scene, so I'm going to label it front. The next scene is going to be a top scene. And the next scene is going to be an ISO scene. Okay. If I go back to my front, I'll click on the front view and zoom in, and it'll do an update. Okay. Now I'll go to my top. To get the top view, I click on the little top button. That's my top view, and I can do an update. And I'll go to ISO, and I'll click my ISO button, which is right here. It's the 3D house, and I can zoom in, make it nice and big, and do an update. Now, if I look at my front view looks correct, right? Well, there's one issue, though. If you look at the front view, I have it as all one surface. But in a front view drawing, when they have this little L shape here, they mean that this square is a different surface than the rest of the shape, that there are 2 surfaces here. So to differentiate between these 2 surfaces means that one of them is at a different level. In other words, one of these 2 are in front or behind the other one. One of them needs to be push-pulled. Does anyone guess which one needs to be push-pulled?
The little square.
The little square. Let's see if that makes sense. If you guess wrong, that's okay. We're going to find out. Somebody said the square, so I'm going to guess maybe that you have to pull it out a little bit. So let's look at the top view. Is that right? Did we have to pull it out? No. So what's the other option? If we didn't have to pull it out, we had to push it in. So how much do we push it in? Let's look at the drawing. So how much do you think we have to push this square in? Oh, look, based on the top view, it looks like we have to push in exactly 2 blocks. Let's see if that's right. And this is a trial and error thing, so don't worry if you don't get it right the first time. You're learning by doing. You're going to push this in. Whoops. Let me go back out to the front. Click once. Move your mouse. Type in 2. Or you could have pushed to the midpoint. That would have also given you 2. And now let's look at the front view. And that's why it shows us 2 surfaces, because one of them is pushed in. Now if we look at the top view, we get this shape. Is that the exact same as this? Let's verify. You might do this too, is bring this up and show it. What's different on these 2 shapes? Yeah, if we look at the drawing again, there's not a line right here, and on ours we have a line right here. So let's look at our 3D object. Did we need that line here? No, because that's all one surface. We don't need it. Let's delete it. Are there any other lines we don't need? Yeah, in the front. See this shape? This shape right, this surface right here, actually doesn't need to be 2 surfaces. It should be just one, which means that line is not necessary. We can erase it. No, I'm sorry. It's the side. You're right. It's the side view. So in this side view, they don't show the side view. So, but I still want you to erase unnecessary lines. Let's look around. Are there any other unnecessary lines? No, but there's. We got to close our box. So that's a good thing to fix. We're going to use the pencil tool and heal the surface by closing the box. There's no more unnecessary lines, so that means we should see exactly what we'd see on the drawing. The front view looks like that. That matches the front view perfectly. Let's look at the top view. The top view looks like that, and that matches the top view perfectly. That means our 3D block is done. We've created it. We've created our 3 scenes for me to check it. Save your work, last name, comma, first name, and you can call it 3D model number 1 or 3D model stop guide. There are 6 models total. I want you to still do model 1, even though I showed you how to do it. That could be your first one, and you can use this video to help you do it step by step. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time. Let's try it again. Close. Is it?